Hello and welcome to The First Tree. My name is Modi Apparatus. The First Tree is a third-person exploration game where we'll be following two parallel stories. In one hand, we'll have the tale of a fox reuniting with their lost pups, and on the other hand, we'll be covering details of a story of a man reuniting with his estranged father in Alaska. It seemed like a very interesting game from the concept, and then the art style, as you can see, just is fantastic. We saw this one on Twitter a couple times here. If you were watching the screenshot Saturday or anything like that, it definitely popped up on there. And there was a brilliant trailer for it that came out last month that made it look really, really cool. So we wanted to check this out for sure. The developer, David Well, W-E-H-L-E, can't really pronounce that one. Whale, maybe. He was kind enough to send us a key so we could check it out for you guys with a couple of videos. So let's get into The First Tree and see how this tale unfolds.
Are you awake? I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. You should get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes, I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
All right, so as you can see, there's going to be a bit of narration and that kind of thing going on here. I'm going to have to cool it during those kind of things. I'll try to not talk over it as best I can here. I'm not quite sure if we need to go over that. It seems like that was where it was directing us. But we'll take a look around here. Maybe I wasn't getting the double jump just right. Yeah, maybe I'm not getting high enough. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if the quicker we tap it, the higher we jump. I thought maybe it's like a classic double jump, but we really need to tap it really quickly here. So it does say double tap. There we go. We get a real big jump when that happens. Okay, cool. Good to know. And we can hold shift to switch between running and walking. I like that we don't have to hold shift down. That's fantastic. So yeah, we can already see the kind of plot developing here. We know one thing, that we're in a dream of some kind. This is the narrator's dream, and the tale we're seeing here is being relayed to his wife or girlfriend or whoever. And he mentions a hymn, which is probably, as we know from the trailer and pregame here, that it is a father-son relationship that we're exploring here. So let's see what this is all about. Oh, what is that? What is that? I don't like the look of that.
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
Yeah. This is going to get real sad real quick, guys. Not pulling any punches here. Not pulling any punches at all. Okay, let's now I have much more urgency to get where we need to go.
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other two children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Oh man, this game is
The fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree. It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
So we got some pickups here, which maybe a certain number of them will unlock a more story for us. You can kind of see some spots in the distance we need to head to. Birds flying overhead. Love it. Good stuff. This game really does nail it, I think. It's looking very good. So as you can see, this game, as I said, is not pulling any punches. It is gonna get hard, I think. It's gonna get emotional up in here. The music is also very, very good. And I'm unclear right now if it's doing just like a Stanley Parable type thing where the narration is changing based on what I'm doing at all. But I am not straying from the beaten path too much here right now. It doesn't seem like there's much points of interest around here anyways, where I would want to necessarily stray from the beaten path. Maybe we'll do a little bit of exploration here. Looks like over there we'll hit the edge of the mountains. We won't be able to go progress any higher. But it's definitely guiding us to this point right here. We'll take a look at this.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
Joseph, right down the bottom. So we have the name of our narrator potentially here. Man, this is good. This looks so awesome, right? All right, let's get over. There's more spots of interest over there. A lot of birds circling above. As long as they stay up there and don't land on the ground, we don't have to worry about any more dead pups to worry about, hopefully. But according to the narrator, there's 2 more to find. That'll be all be told soon, I'm guessing. Now it looked like from the distance I couldn't tell if it was the sunlight kind of causing these lights before, or if there was something in the distance over that way. Yeah, it looks like there is something on the hilltop over there, overlooking that that thing. We probably went the wrong way here. I don't know if there's a wrong way really you can go in a game like this. Oh, gang on, little pup. Oh man, I didn't do the double jump high enough there. Okay, try it again. Again, you really got to double tap that thing. I'm used to like the classic double jump where you kind of time them out. A little boost at the peak, but you really got to hit both at the beginning. Okay, so let's get to the top of that mountain there. Kind of we'll crisscross and backtrack a little bit here. Unless there's something over there else over there that we need to get to. Oh, look, there's a lot of stuff over here. There's a couple over there. There was also, I don't know if we should be heading for the story beats maybe, rather than getting all the collectibles. But I think that, I mean, it did say, he did mention something about each point of light being a memory or something like that. Something that effect a minute ago here when we first grabbed them. And I think that's a clue maybe for how they're being used here. That they're bringing us along a trail of... They're leading us to some type of memory, or they're unlocking a memory itself. Fell off the thing there. I mean, there's little flaws in the physics maybe, but it's not too bad. It's manageable. Doesn't break anything for us. Nice. Oh, we missed a couple back that way. Oh, and it looks like there's another story thing over there. I'm thinking we're pulled in all directions right now. Okay. Tell you what, we're heading that way first. Big jump for a fox. Luckily, foxes always land on their feet, just like cats. That's what we assume, anyways. If it's really a dream, you can't get hurt, right? It's a nice little walk in the woods, though. I'm still not hitting the double jump quite right. Yeah, there we go. Gotta practice that one. Save me on some re-jumps here. I love that the shadows are gigantic. They're flying so close to the sun, it looks like. So high up in the air. They're crossing whatever light we see here. We're backtracking. This is probably the most out of the way one, so maybe it's best we come back to this corner right now. Rather than later. Uh-oh. I think it's just a shadow. I was gonna say I see another bird flying over here.
As a kid, did you ever do show and tell in your class?
Yeah, I think I only did it once, when I was in the 4th grade. You know how my life was around then. I wanted to show my class what helped pass the time and distracted me. So I brought a dozen paper cranes I had made. I think I told everyone how badly I wanted to be a bird and fly, embarrassingly enough.
Don't be embarrassed. Every kid wants to fly. For me, it was another toy from my dad, a wooden boat. I remember guarding it so carefully in my hands as I walked into class. When I sat down, a group of boys immediately made fun of it. They asked which trash can I found it in, or why an ugly log was my favorite toy. When I got up, I didn't even want to tell them my dad had carved it. I said it was a joke gift my friend had given me.
Kids can be so cruel.
Some of them are. I shouldn't have let them get to me, but it did. It's amazing we bounced back at all.
I thought the boat was kind of cool. I didn't quite... I mean... If it was carved from a single piece, it was painted. I mean, like, carving a circle like that? I don't know if he's using machines or something like that to carve, but if he's hand carving these things, man, that's some fine craftsmanship, actually. That'd be a really cool thing to have. So got a boat and a train. So far. Childhood memories. So, I guess some of the questions we'll have to answer are why exactly are these estranged? What caused them to be separated? What age we think Joseph here was left at? How long it's been since he's seen his father? Those kind of questions. Which we may or may not get answers to, but we'll keep exploring that idea. So we knew there was another memory over this way, so we'll hit that up next here. Try to at least do this in a somewhat orderly fashion. Not that it really matters. I mean, a game like this, you can pretty much go wherever you want and do whatever you feel like in a given moment, but I want to make sure we get all of it. So we got to make sure we are a little bit meticulous about how we go about going to these places. Make sure we're not missing anything. Because it did look as we run closer to the sunset there. That looks like the way we need to go to find even more. There's some interesting spots over that way, though. Okay, we're going that way next. Never mind. All bets are off when I see something cool.
Usually those kids would leave me alone, but somehow they could tell I was different. They made fun of how far away I lived. They called my dad a sourdough. I was a blabbermouth as a kid, telling my dad stories I made up for hours. But after that show and tell, I didn't tell him much anymore. He didn't know exactly what was wrong, but his best guess was that the toys he carved weren't cool enough. He carved me a tank and tried to tell me what it was like to be in a real tank as a serviceman.
I didn't know your dad was in the military.
Yeah, in the army. The sad thing is that I'd pretty much forgotten until just now. There's so much I still don't know about him.
I'm sorry. He knows how much you love him. You're going to see him again soon and have some closure, I'm sure.
I wonder... Oh, I just had a thought. I wonder if the dad is dead. You're going to see him again soon, maybe going to a funeral. I was going to say, over here looks like a tank, actually. It looks like an actual tank. Oof, boy, okay. I don't want to get up on it. Is this like this is like probably real, like modeled after real type of tank? I'm guessing. Can we get up there, you think? I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's a certain limitations, it seems like, with the physics of jumping on angles and stuff. I'm wondering if it'll just stop us, and it'll be tough to tell if it's stopping us because we can't go that way, or if it's stopping us because yeah, we can't jump anymore when we're on an angle. So it seems like. Yeah, once we're on an angle, we can't jump anymore. So this might not be a way to go. Or we're gonna need to walk up a different path, potentially. It looks like this might be scalable. Well, if I see any nodes up here, little things to pick up, then we'll know for sure we're going the right way, but otherwise, I don't know. This looks flat enough to climb, though. Oh, there we go. See? Now we know we're going the right way. We found a duck. That's cool. Again, the circles. I mean, if he's carving these things, that's tough to do. Is there anything else up there worthwhile? This is not jumpable. Let's go back down this way then. I don't think we can make it up over there. We'll try it. No. Alright, so we can get a little overlook here. See where we might want to go next. I guess we'll run to the back side of the woods here and go that way. There's a lot over here. Again, we don't want to miss anything. So we're just going to kind of keep looking around for the next spot without getting too far away. Making sure there's nothing behind us we've missed. Alright, there's definitely a memory over here. But there looks like there might be something worthwhile to see over here. So we'll take a look at that too. On our way. I'm getting the subtle feeling that the father might be dead. And I mean, that would be an interesting tale if you know, got a school bus stuck in the snow. Everything seems like true to a fox size, almost. The fox is not very big. Oh, almost up there. Hey, we got it. Not that we're supposed to be up here, but we did get it. That's the important part. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just get the subtle feeling that maybe, just maybe, we're going to, maybe it's not actually reuniting as well at all here.
The older I got, the more I withdrew. I asked myself, why talk to anybody anyway? Why bother when I'm happy by myself? I started drawing a lot, mostly animals I saw in the woods by my home. I then imagined designing my own hideouts with things like TVs and pantries full of chips and cookies. I think that idea of leaving home and drawing blueprints started my career. I found a lot of solace in that.
I'm not surprised, but I did the same thing, you know? There's something special about having a place to call your own.
And now look at us. Well, if you count renting in an overpriced city.
It's as close as we can get for now.
So, architect, maybe something like that. He said he got started in his career. Oh, this is a cute little touch. You know, it's like a little clubhouse TV kind of thing. You build a TV out of a cardboard box and put it inside your clubhouse. Something like that. It's a nice little touch. And I saw this over here. This might just be nothing, but we'll see. It's pretty obvious when there's a point of interest, it seems like. And maybe this is his clubhouse? Sure. With chips and cookies, like he says. His pantry. Makeshift home here. There was some stuff up there on the ridge. Probably back the way we came. Well, we jumped down here. Might as well see it through. Actually, there's... Okay, we need to get up there and jump down from there then. Because there is one to get up there. And I don't have any intention of getting all of these things. Because I'm sure I'm going to be missing like one or two. But we'll get as many as we can. Okay, so we went up back to the picture here. And then off of here, it looks like... Oh, God, that's a frustrating one. If I don't nail this jump... We're going to have to do it again. Let's take a look up here quick so we don't miss anything. Make sure there's nothing else up here that we want to see before we jump back down. Okay, so there's a big wide open area over there coming up next. I think what we'll do is head back. I thought I saw another point of interest or two over to the left here. So let's see if we can get this jump. Otherwise, I'm not going to come back for those. There we go. Nice. Glad I didn't have to do that one again. What do we have here? Old swing. And a baseball hat? Oh, it's a duck baseball hat? That's really cool. That's awesome. It's like a Donald Duck baseball hat kind of thing. Maybe not Donald Duck, because that's a bit of a trademark problem, but... Dennis Duck. We won't offend any trademarks that way. All right, so this is the way back to that big open area we saw before. I didn't really see much else behind us or anything like that. So we'll just keep going this way. For it seems to be guiding us anyways. Again, I think going towards the sun is probably the way we need to go. Oh. Oh, we left the area. Oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, wow. It's changed quite a bit here. So, if winter was all about the childhood, what is spring going to be?